Alright, here we go. Hopefully we can display the true power of Witch's Oven and Ajani. Turn 2 Flip Walker is exactly what we wanted to see here. It's kind of easy to pull off. You don't even need any other sack effects, really. I wonder if they realise how powerful this is potentially on turn 2.
It's a beautiful day, brother.
And also, do we get much of a game? Because people don't like it when the synergy happens this fast, do they? Yeah, there you go. And that's Magic the Gathering Arena for you guys. Hello and welcome to the MTG Josh channel. Today I want to take you on a little journey. Now, this video took me a long time to record. A lot longer than normal. And that's because Ajani led me up the garden path. I kind of thought that this needed to be a cat tribal deck. So I sifted through Arena and tried to find loads of cats. I even wasted a few wild cards on some cats like Regal Caracal, which is probably one of the better ones I unlocked, but there was a lot that I regrettably unlocked, and it really does suck to do that sometimes, especially for a video that probably won't be that popular given how tricky this guy is to use. So I spent many hours trying to formulate a cat deck, and it just didn't work. There's nowhere near enough cat support in the deck. There'll probably be someone out there who disagrees with me, but yeah, I was just not having any luck. I was losing pretty much every single game I was playing, and it felt really sad. I didn't want to have to spend more money to unlock more other wildcards to go on a different tangent for tribal, so I thought, after having discussed it with somebody in my Discord, let's just ignore the fact that it cares about cats, which is a bit counterintuitive given that his +2 puts candles on each cat you control, but it's still fine because he can still make his own 2/1s and then put cat counters on him. So that's where I'm at with the deck. It was going to be tribal, a bit of fun, but truth be told, I just don't think tribal is very good. There's something... Magic is in a position now where every deck is so damn powerful, you can't afford to put in silly cards. Silly tribal cards that don't do anything. We are really, really past the days where you could just kind of jam any tribe in and hope for the best. There's only a few that are just always supported that really push above the average, like elves, slivers, humans, goblins. But when it comes to stuff as funny as cats, it just ain't going to work. So keep that in mind if you do build this. You're going to have a lot of teething issues. No pun intended. But yeah, I basically turn it into a Boros mid-range, slightly more slower build. The original build was a lot more, just loads of low-to-the-ground creatures. So I actually turned it into an equipment build because I thought it was a nice way to make use of the fact that Johnny makes 2 bodies. It's a really abstract thing to think of because as I was also lured into the false sense of security, you just see the word cat and you think, okay, let's make cat stuff, but it doesn't matter. The equipment in the deck is where we shine. So we've got Sword of Wealth and Power, Once and Future, Forge and Frontier, and we also have Anduril, Flame of the West. If you equip any of these onto your small guy, it's just going to be able to just gain you a lot of advantage. Forge and Frontier being the prominent one here that's just going to let you play more lands and do more things. Draw Kadeen lets you draw cards whenever you attack with a creature power 4 greater, so he's really good. Fighter class finds you equipment from your deck. SRAM lets you draw cards whenever you play equipment. Warsinger lets you bring stuff out of the graveyard once it dies. Akiri lets you draw stuff when you have equipped creatures. And also Callan cares about equipment support as well. So there's lots of equipment support. And it just runs a lot smoother because they're not tied to being a tribe cat. It just, yeah, it's a shame. But we basically had to go on a tangent and do it this way. But I think being able to play Magic and win games is a lot more fun than trying to jam something that just ain't going to work. Part of Magic is you realizing that something's just not going to work and you have to move on. Some of the most powerful ways to switch off your opponent's decks in the deck is definitely Blood Moon. Come across a lot of decks with greedy mana bases, so this is going to be really nice to shut them off. So keep that in mind. You could even put in more effects like this to try to slow your opponent down. And yeah, the rest of the deck is just padded out with lots of powerful equipment, support. Embercleave, obviously, is just one of the best equipment in the whole game. Sun Titan to bring stuff back from the graveyard. And a few Planeswalkers because creature-based decks struggle. If people keep wiping your stuff and you don't have Planeswalkers, it's just really difficult to come back from that kind of game. And we've got Nahiri, Koth, and Chandra to just support you at the 4-mana sector there. Yeah, we've got 40 lands. And about 19 creatures. Seems to work out pretty well. My luck immediately started changing when I gutted out all of the cats. We do have one cheeky synergy. If you go turn 1 Witch's Oven, turn 2, you get Ajani out, sacrifice his brother, which is the flavour, by the way. His 2-1 cat token. And then he flips into Ajani on turn 2, which is decent because then you can start churning out 2-1s. He's okay. He's definitely not as scary as I initially thought. His -4 is kind of good. It's basically Cataclysmic Gearhulk, or Mythos of Snapdax. It's okay. The +2 is the deceptive part. It's unlikely that that's going to be too game changing unless you just get lucky with having loads of cat tokens out. But the +2 is nice. It's just not very impactful, really. And don't leave home without flowering the white tree. There's lots of interesting things going on here. Tech list will be in the description below. Let's see how the games went.
Huh. What is it, Otacon? Hey, Snake. Have you thought about getting some more subs and some views?
Yeah, we could do some new subs. How are they going to do that?
Yeah, you can just do that below.
Go ahead and click like and subscribe below.
Oh, I love having a coughing fit when I'm recording. It's great. I've had this cough for weeks now. And these are the joys of having kids, right? You're just in this infinite, perpetual cycle of illness, and it's just like, oh, give me a break. I just need to have a week without cough. Being a YouTuber is tough when you have an illness. Imagine being a singer or something, I'm working late because I'm a singer. But honestly, imagine you were a singer and you had a sore throat. You'd be freaking screwed. And you had like a massive tour and you had to cancel the gigs. That would be a nightmare. I couldn't do that for anxiety. Being a singer. It's glamorous. It looks glamorous, doesn't it? But I bet it's ridiculously hard work. I wonder what other jobs are affected by small inconveniences like that. Because in a lot of other jobs, you have a sore throat. It's not too bad, right? It's not too bad. But then some jobs, it's like, I always think of funny things like, imagine a ninja with Tourette's. They would suck. They would suck. Like they're in the shadows and they shout out, tits. Tits. And then all the mafia look around and go, there he is. And that ninja's a goner. What else? Also with Tourette's, here's a little thought process for you. If someone was born mute, they couldn't speak, and they didn't have any human influence, what would let's say they could then magically speak, what would they say? What would they then say? Because Tourette's is like you say the worst thing, right? You say the worst thing imaginable. But then what would you say if you'd never heard words and stuff? Oh, this is a very good card. Double spells. Get treasures and all that jazz. The issue is they're probably going to play something horrendous in their turn. So let's try and kill Azusa with a double Abrade. It's a shame there's no other targets. But, yeah. Cast your next instant or sorcery spell. Copy that spell. Protection from instant and sorceries could be one of the best swords. If I was a millionaire, I'd buy this sword. I can't keep spending 20 to 30 pounds on swords. That's silly. There's people out there without any food. I'm spending 30 pounds on swords. Oh, context is everything, isn't it? Context is everything. My amount of money I've spent on magic is just stupendous. Oh, it's probably best not to think about it. But then it brings me joy. And joy is worth that, right? I don't know. They don't have anything in the graveyard. So the Remnant Excavator is kind of like meh. I'll go for Tajik. Got haste. Let's move the sword over, because then the Mentor puts a counter on SRAM, which takes it out of range of the Excavator. Bada bing, bada boom, 11. I still don't feel very safe though. But we do have a couple of treasures. Sadly, we couldn't optimize these double spells we're getting. Like maybe next turn if we hit them, and they've got 2 big creatures. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. They've got 9 mana for creatures. It could be anything. What was I talking about before? I don't even remember now. I sound crazy. I'm just talking to myself. Vorinclex. That's mean. Le Great Honge. Let's take care of that. Well, these aren't using mana, so we are unaffected by Vorinclex's triggers. Oh yeah, Sore Throat. Sore Throat affecting singers. Ooh, the map that leads to you. They want to make that toughness 4, don't they? I can see it. I can see it. But they didn't get to do it. Let's make our things even bigger here. That's what she said. Oi, oi. That's 10 damage coming in, my dude. 11 now. Oh, and War Leader's Call is going to deal 2. Whoa, this is a close one. Unless they've got Ulamog, but then Ulamog's going to have to deal a hell of a lot of damage and stuff. So this is going to deal 2. And then as the Sentinel's going to deal another 1. This is literally like a... Literally and Perkins. Sorry. Literally God-Handian in nature. This is a God-Handian game. Or they're saying that, they are back up to 6. Now bear in mind that Tajik... Oh, they've got Ulamog. It's going to be Ulamog. Oh. I did not expect that. They were looking at my permanents as though it was Ulamog time. Bloody hell. 3 lands. The good news is that Tajik protects our team from fight, because it prevents all non-combat damage that would be up to other creatures. So if they want to fight, they're going to have to fight Tajik first. So what comes next here? Once upon a time, Esper Sentinel will have to pay 2. Ooh, that's a nice synergy. Oh my gosh, and we have the Fragment of Reality. That's pretty awesome, actually. Ancient Green Warden. Oh my god, how much mana do they have? Let's get rid of that blocker. Annoyingly, they're going to get another blocker, though. Oh no, it comes in tapped, right? No, that's fine. Tusky. Oh, that's the best thing to be tapped. Can't block us. I think we did it, boys. We showed him who's boss. This deck is currently undefeated. A bit strange. You'll see this game earlier in the video, but I recorded it after a lot of the other games. And I think it's at least 90% win rate, which is kind of crazy. But yeah, put that in your pipe and smoke it. Time is not linear. Time is everything. Everything's already happened. When you hear this, it's already happened. You're hearing this in my future. But when I hear it back, it'll be my past. Wait. I don't know. Looks like a race against time versus Gorenzo. Crooked Jailer. Look at his Santa costume. He thinks he's Santa Claus, doesn't he? Santa Claus of the evil variety. Let's go for Ajani first. Before the Signet. Oh, controversial. Only because we've got no equipment synergy yet anyway.
Perfect. But we have peace.
If they kill anything, we've got the Sun Titan. Man. Can you imagine Sun Titan was a legend? It'd be pretty cool. Let's get more aggro out. Equipment would be pretty good about now. Flavor for that ability is weird. It's like you're just throwing your sword away to become invincible for one turn. But so, 4 toughness, that's going to be useful because we have the lava coil. Depending on what happens next. I don't know. They haven't done anything yet, which suggests they have big spells. Invasion of Asgol. Oh. So we get to flip Ajani. Interesting choice of removal spell, but I guess it slows us down a bit.
I will not rest until I
Okay.
find my brother's killer.
Not sure what to do with that one yet. I guess if we tick up here, it means that we have that primed for the next turn,
For the pride!
which is nice. As if that's just -4 to do that. It's pretty cool. And also, if they kill any of our things, we can bring any of them back with the Sun Titan. Yeah, let's just be aggressive. We could even use Sun Titan to bring back Flage to deal 3 more damage. Over and over and over again. That's crazy, in fact. And if we had a way to give Sun Titan haste, we could do it twice in one turn. Oh, that's spicy. So now if they don't kill anything here, we can just deal another 3 damage. Which sacrifices a non-token creature. Okay. Looks like they're a bit low on the old mana. Above the rich. To hurt the Ajani. Okay. Ooh. Oh. Spicy. Ooh, spicy. Let's flage the hell out of the robber. Boom, boom, pow. Nice. We're pretty ahead here. They've got 4 mana, so...
To me!
If you control a red permanent other than Ajani, he deals damage equal to the number of creatures you control to any target. It's weird how it cares about cats and then doesn't care about cats in the same paragraph. Weird. Anyway, we killed a Grenzo player. Woohoo! That's got to be worth a like and sub. Okay, the hits keep coming. We're facing Nacatl now. Are the cues really this blurry? As in... I don't know. I feel like facing Nacatl and Grenzo and stuff. Is Ajani that powerful? I don't even know. To be honest, that weighing thing, when the whole weighing thing came out, the scandal as such, it really made me realise how little I really cared about the weighing, because no matter what deck you choose, you're always going to face stuff like Nacatl, and they actually quit. So, weird, right? It's this witch's oven, isn't it? It's this goddamn witch's oven that's making people quit all the time. Because I love Sun Titan so much, I had to keep this hand. Emote. How much would I bet their emote uses counter spells, which is not very synergistic with Cascade. You don't really want to have counter spells with Cascade because it just doesn't do anything if you cascade into it. So it's funny. So I find myself switching between 2 states when I record. Today I'm quite like lethargic and a bit like la 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 la, kind of like a bit carefree. Some days I'm a bit more like don't know, like intense, I suppose. A lot more accurate with deck descriptions. So what I'm gonna lose today, don't know what it is. It's probably because I'm really tired, but the tiredness isn't something that I can deal with that easily for a few reasons. Let's go for Anduro here. How scary is Emote? It's alright. I don't want it too much. It's funny how perspective is important. Oh, they're playing a tap land. Goreclaw. Okay. So, +3, +1. We could just bait them out with this. Do we care about this? Coming out now? Do we want them to trade the Goreclaw? Will they trade with the Goreclaw? Probably. Let's see what they do here. Oh, actually, no, it won't be a trade, will it? Yeah, because they've only got 4 power. So we will just straight up smack it in the face. They're down to 10. Lightning Bolt. This card's crazy, guys. What the hell? I'm just beating people within 2 minutes, 3 minutes today. Oh, it's so weird. Well, we have a Ragavan mirror. Let's see who quits first. Although my Ragavan isn't a commander. And we also have Sacred Fire to kill theirs. We're actually... Going first is a huge difference here. Because it means we can get defenses out a bit earlier. And the fact that we can just block with Ajani's brother, you know, it's great. Coming with two bodies is the most important part here. It's just the way Power Creep is. Seems good, but I don't know. We'll have to test it a bit more, I think, even though I've already spent probably far too long doing that already. Do they quit? This is the thing about Ragavan. People who face Ragavan and people who use Ragavan, losing him quit. I mean, what's the point of using Ragavan if that's the kind of magic you want to get? You know what I mean? Let's see if we can display our power versus the fused monstrosity atrocity that is Ulalek. Big boys. Big busted boy beast. The artwork never really is truly shown off. I mean, if you can kind of see the translucence underneath the text a little bit, like the tentacles and stuff. Kind of cool. Actually, I think I will keep the land because we've got the Eowyn and the Scale Soul Gnome. Man, that's hard to say. Scale Soul Gnome. Every time I see the word soul, I think of Korea. And the show The Acolyte, Grandmaster Sol, or whatever his name is, Jedi Korean guy from Squid Game. You know what I mean? You know who I mean? You know who I mean. Sol. Costa del Sol. Ulalek. It's a lot of investment. I will make this eventually when I unlock a goddamn mythic rare wild card, which is so freaking hard to unlock. Mythic rare wildcards are so hard to get these days. As a free-to-play channel, it is a bit tricky sometimes. So I have to make all these other things and bide my time. And that's why I don't just willy-nilly unlock rares and mythics. I have to be quite selective. Eowyn doesn't do anything here. Let's pass a turn. Choose a creature. Gains indestructible. That can be nice. If something goes wrong, they blow up the field. We can give Ajani indestructible. And then he flips into Nacatl Avenger, which is such a weird artwork. I feel like the artwork... I mean, I know how artists work. It's obviously a human reference, but it looks so human. It looks way like the skin. On the left artwork, Ajani has like white fur, but on the right side, his skin looks more flesh-like, like human flesh. I know it's because the lighting and it's a dark background with red flames around him. So in the story, don't even know this. Ajani's brother gets killed. I don't remember how, but then Ajani transcends into planeswalker-ness. Well, that's annoying. They're going to get rid of the Eowyn now, aren't they, I think? That is not the greatest thing, because we were kind of relying on our hand to get through their stuff. The fact they're taking so long is irritating, man. Just hurry the fudge up. I ain't got time for this stuff. I've got to go to bed soon. I ain't got time for this crap. You know what I mean? Sometimes you just want to play Magic and just be done with it. And you can have the tactics, but come on, boy, hurry up. Hurry the fudge up. I'm a Magic snob. I ain't got time for people to be slow. I'm sorry, okay? I'm sorry. Right, let's just hold that back for a sec, because they're just going to block. They know what's in our hand. Play your goddamn Ulalek. Get your fetch land. Every freaking turn's a fetch land these days. Fetch land into Seville land into fetch land into Seville. Come on, bro. Wow. Into a triome instead of a Sylvan Scrying. Now, the nice thing about Scalesome Gnome is this is going to work quite well with Lightning Bolt. because the lightning bolt deals damage to the Thought Not Seer, leaving it 1 toughness, and then the trample goes over the top. I'm actually going to attack with both. See what happens. Let's see what happens here. Either way, it's not a really good trade-off. Of course, they could have a way to just give indestructible or something. Entirely possible. Maybe kill the... Destroy multicolor permanent. No. No. My goodness, they want to protect that Thought Not Seer a lot. We draw an additional card. And we get to play Ragavan, so it's pretty much worth it. And we get a duplicate of Ragavan as well. Crazy. That could have been terrible bait. They could just have a board wipe in their hand. Go ahead. Use it. But yeah, I really like the Scale Soul Gnome. It seems like an alchemy card that's kind of fair in some ways. But and then they go and play Golos. And then reminds me how Paper. He's also very strong. How the hell is Golos legal in this format? I always forget. So he's LQ by himself, but if he's within the 99, that's fine, according to scientists. 9 out of 10 scientists recommend not using Golos, by the way. That's what I've heard. Oh, we've got ourselves one of these players. Oh, I'm 75 years old and can't read Magic. Oh, they go for a colourless land. Wow. Okay. Okay. I'm so happy that you've got Golos out. I'm so happy for you, and clearly so are you, because you just love to just observe your own turns. Oh, they just love it, don't they? And there's still more to be had, apparently. Right, let's just freaking alpha here. Give them the choice. Do you know what? Do you know what? I don't even care. Everything. Everything. We've got a backup Ragavan. And that's the one he chooses. Wow. Okay. Pussy is the name of the deck. Lightning Helix. Lipstick Taser. Nice, we're going to get rid of that. Wow. A duplicate of that as well. Beautiful. Strike it rich. Should we just leave the Ragavan? You know what, I'm just going to leave Ragavan and Lightning Helix in my hand. There is no need to play these yet. Ragavan is haste. Helix is 3 damage whenever we want. Oh, Golos. That's not even Eldrazi. That is Flavor Fail there. Devourer of Destiny. Ugh. Gross. They're going to exile that. That's not very nice. Well, let's just go for them. Take them to 7. Oh, that's annoying. I guess we just attack with everything. Again. They're kind of damned if they do, damned if they don't, right? If they block the Ajani, we recast. If they block this, we flip the Ajani. If they block the Ragavan, then we take 3. So blocking the Ragavan is probably the best thing to do. But bear in mind, we also have the Restless Bivouac coming in next turn. Oh my god. I've already done the move for you, dude. Just... There you go. Down to 4. We're going to need something really good now. Because they've just got so much mana. Apparently they had Portal to Phyrexia. Holy Christ. Now the only thing we basically have left now is the Power of Surprise with the Bivouac. So if they don't look at the Bivouac, then we can win, maybe. And they can reanimate stuff. Thought Not Seer, Golos. Yeah, I think we're just absolutely done for now. Oh my god. They attacked in. That's a little bit odd. Okay. I mean, they're not dead. Just yet. Let's use the rip apart. That was very lucky. So we got 1 life left. And then we can even go for the Ajani. We probably, yeah. We could have saved a treasure there, but oh well. So they kind of need something like another wipe, or... Because if... Here's the thing. If they play another creature here, that's 2 blockers. Oh my god, but they've got so much mana. They could just do anything big, right? They could get Ulamog. They'd definitely win that way. Oh boy. Part of the cards now. Portal to Phyrexia. Damn. So many just generic big spells. Generic big spells deck. And I suppose, I mean, I'm using generic cheap spells, so we meet in the middle. Null Drifter. So they need something good here. So they've got 2 blockers. Do they have the 3rd blocker? They need the 3rd blocker here. Chandra. So we're going to do a bit of a decoy here. We have enough mana to do all these things. So if they don't stop this, we'll kill them with the Chandra. So it doesn't really matter where this stuff goes. Because I can only block 2. And let's see how this goes. 1 kill spell means they stay alive. And does Ajani take the victory blow here? What's this going to be then? Bounce Ajani? Kill Ajani? Oh, thank you. That was so lovely. Did you know that you can help my channel by watching another one of my videos? Go ahead, you know you want to.